Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. John Simon in on the stop. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger going for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Here we go. Jack 16. Set. Wide 80. Kings. Double bump. All right, let's go.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Looking deep for Hayward Bay. And got his man complete. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Let's go. Three down. Set. Wide 80.
First carry for James Conner. Oh, now he bowls him over. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down. For James Conner, he was the AFC Player of the Month last month, and he followed that up by just running wild, Charles, on the Ravens. 163 total yards, including 107 rushing.
Yeah, and added a touchdown. And guess what? He wants that Player of the Month for this month as well, doesn't he? Because of the way he started out. But how about this for the season? First player in league history to produce 4 games of 100-plus rushing yards, 50-plus receiving yards, and a touchdown. And the first to do it in a single season. On pace for 2,170 yards over 16 games. Just short of Le'Veon Bell's best performance of 2,215 yards in 2014.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Roethlisberger. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty. He got a hand in there to break that one up. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this one is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Artie Burns, the cornerback, brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Gordon, of course, picked up in a trade from the Browns back on September 18th. And he really should help a Patriot offense that has some question marks at wide receiver.
Yeah, you're banking on a lot of potential here with Josh Gordon because if you get the total package, if you get the size, the speed, the catch radius, the ability to play the ball in the air, he has everything. Could be one of the top 3 or 4 receivers in the NFL when he's on top of his game. And they need him to be that. Remember, they traded Brandon Cooks to the Los Angeles Rams in the offseason.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Wait, 20! You 20!
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. This is White on the screen. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bud Dupree in there to make the play. It'll be a loss of 14, and it'll bring up a 4th down. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Charles, the Pittsburgh Steelers, they have now won 4 in a row, 23-16 division win last week over Baltimore, and all of a sudden they're really rolling, aren't they?
They certainly are. They look like the Steelers we expected to see at the beginning of the season. 4 straight now, winning 23-16 over Baltimore. Roethlisberger, 270 yards, 2 touchdowns, 7 different receivers with at least 2 receptions, so he's spreading it around really well. Even took the blow where people thought he might be hurt. Luckily just had the wind knocked out of him, so he is playing really well. But how about their defense?
Playing with a lot more confidence. Since week 5, the defense hasn't allowed more than 21 points in a game.
Yeah, and they look more like Blitzburg again, getting after people. And last but not least, Joe Flacco, the Baltimore quarterback, after beating Pittsburgh in Game 1 this year, said, hey, we could have put up big numbers in this ball game. Pittsburgh didn't forget. It's not bulletin board material anymore. It's laptop material, and that defense came after him.
So 2nd in inches after that first down completion, went just shy of the marker. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Brown, his first catch. It's a first down. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, partner, with that incompletion, what do you say that we look around the league and give some defensive players some love? You okay with that?
Let's do it. Let's rattle off a few guys. Von Miller, every year we talk about him, we should do it again. He's, again, one of the top sack leaders in the NFL. One name you don't talk about but should is Danielle Hunter with the Minnesota Vikings, really coming into his own as a pass rusher. Aaron Donald, I think he's worth every nickel the L.A. Rams have spent. Strong favorites in the NFC West. J.J. Watt is back, and that's not a pun either because he's back from back surgery, okay? He is playing awfully well, still continuing.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Cameron Hayward able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And a dump off to White. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On play action, now Grady. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Brady now on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you know, we've got a pretty big sample size now from the NFL season, Charles. I want to ask you, going back to the draft, who was the biggest steal in 2018?
Well, the biggest steal is Philip Lindsay.
Oh, guy that wasn't even drafted.
Wasn't even drafted, but how about what the Denver personnel department did, identifying him ahead of time, potentially not being drafted and ready to pounce when the call didn't come for him. And what a job he's done for them. Running it, catching it, open field guy, in traffic, he's done it all. I think Saquon Barkley from the Giants has been everything as advertised. Calvin Ridley with Atlanta has been spectacular. Quentin Nelson, offensive guard with the Colts. He was Rookie of the Month, wasn't he?
Yeah, back in October. How about that?
Yeah, how about that for an offensive lineman? We've got 4 quarterbacks starting.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him a gain of 38.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger, eluding the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got 3, we got 3. 3 down.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Caught here by Bell. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Brandon, sometimes we give a lot of these running backs credit for being good receivers, and all they catch are swings and screens. Le'Veon Bell's a full member of the passing game for the Pittsburgh Steelers, whether he's split out of the backfield or not.
Well, no doubt he can catch it, coming off a career-high 85 receptions in 2017. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught at the 7. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Boswell's kick is good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
On second down, here's Brady. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. Third down here. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Throwing is Brady on third down. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back up. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Edelman was the intended target.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump-off. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Barry on the punt as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On 2nd down, Michelle. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Sugar! 220! 380!
Brady going to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Bud Dupree in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
20, 380, 29,
They do go for it. It's Brady. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Hurry up, let's go! Snickers, you got to spin. Take both of them.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Bell a first down and then some. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, you got 3. Let's go.
He's going to get it running right. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Bell. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Brady to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it with Bell. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, All you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They'll go again with Bell. Bell sheds him off. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand the Bell. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And now running right through it. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Bell. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's second and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Second and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. He'll get it up the middle. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal. Every yard they gain getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal, go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great, but that's not what you're really playing for.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They'll try and run for it with Bell. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now stands at 13. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
White 20! White 20!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Goes underneath here to White. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Brady now to throw. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Brady now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And his Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. So Charles...
the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout, and they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.